Magic Ballerina. Rosa and the Magic Dream. By Darcey Bussell. Audition Day. Rosa Maitland stood nervously in the queue of parents and girls waiting to go into the large ballet studio. Her best friend, Olivia, was beside her, chewing her lip. "I can't believe we're here and we're actually about to audition for the Royal Ballet School," Rosa thought. It still seemed like some impossible dream. Could it really be just a few months back that Rosa and Olivia, and some of the other girls who went to Madame Zaza's dance school, had been invited to audition for White Lodge, the junior part of the Royal Ballet School? It was a boarding school, and as well as doing normal lessons, the students had dancing classes every day. It was very hard to get in, and although Rosa and 3 of the other girls from school had made it through the preliminary auditions, the final auditions would be much harder. Rosa's stomach felt like it was full of butterflies as they walked into the studio. "I feel so nervous." "Me too," muttered Olivia. Rosa spotted Delphi and Suki, the other girls from Madame Zaza's ballet school. Rosa really liked Delphi, but she didn't usually get on with Suki, who could be a bit mean. Delphi waved. Olivia and Rosa headed over to where they were sitting. "Hi," Rosa said as their parents all greeted each other. Suki just nodded coolly, but Delphi looked delighted to see them. "Hi." She glanced round. "There are loads of people auditioning, aren't there?" Rosa nodded. There were around 40 girls in the studio, but only about 12 girls would get picked. "And everyone here will be really good," Rosa reminded herself as she sat down. A lady in a black top walked to the front. Imogen Green, Rosa thought, recognizing the head of auditions. Imogen clapped her hands and silence fell. "Welcome to White Lodge, everyone," Imogen said, smiling at them. "It's lovely to see you all. I'll start by explaining how the day will be run." Imogen told the girls that they would be split into 2 groups, each of which would take part in a dance class, do some writing, be seen by a doctor to check they were healthy, have an interview with the head teacher and go on a tour of the school. It all sounded very exciting. When Imogen finished talking, the girls were split up. Delphi and Suki were in one group and Olivia and Rosa in another. Their group was dancing first. "Phew!" Rosa whispered to Olivia as they got changed and helped each other with their hair. Finally, Rosa took her red ballet shoes out of her bag and slipped them on. As she did up the ribbons, she smiled to herself. After all, her shoes were very special. Sometimes, with no warning, they would start to sparkle and whisk her away to the magical land of Enchantia, where the characters from all the different ballets lived. Rosa thought about some of the amazing adventures she'd had there and the people she had met. "Rosa, come on," Olivia said, nudging her. Looking up, Rosa saw that the other girls were lining up at the door. She tucked in the ends of the ribbons and jumped to her feet. "Good luck," she said to her friend as they joined the others. Olivia forced a nervous smile. "You too." As soon as the dance class started, Rosa felt her nerves disappear. She concentrated on the familiar exercises, her whole mind focusing on bending and stretching, thinking about the line of her arms, pointing her toes and lengthening her back. She enjoyed herself so much she almost forgot that there were 6 examiners watching her. After the dance class, the girls met up with their parents for juice and biscuits, then went off with the rest of their group to a classroom where they had to write about what they wanted to be and what they liked doing. Rosa wrote as much as she could about her life and her dreams of becoming a ballerina. Finally, after seeing the doctor, it was time for their interviews with the head teacher. When Olivia went in, Rosa waited outside the room. Suki came along the corridor. "Hi, Rosa," she said. "Are you waiting for your turn?" Rosa nodded. "I've done mine," Suki told her. "Have you seen the dorms where the girls sleep yet?" "No." Rosa had been longing to look around the school, but she had been kept so busy she hadn't had a chance. "They're cool," said Suki. "And they're just up these stairs. Come on, why don't we go now before your interview? I'll show you where they are." "They're cool," said Suki. "And they're just up these stairs. Come on, why don't we go now before your interview? I'll show you where they are." Rosa felt tempted but shook her head. "I'd better not. It'll be my turn in a minute. Olivia's in there now." "She'll be ages," said Suki. "You've easily got time to run upstairs with me and have a look." "Come on." Rosa hesitated. We'll be really quick," Suki said persuasively. "Oh, all right." Rosa jumped to her feet. "No, don't," a little voice in her head said. But she ignored it. "It'll be fine," she told herself. "It's this way." Suki raced away up the staircase. Picking up her bag, Rosa followed her. The stairs curved round. At the top there was a small landing and 3 corridors leading in different directions. Suki had vanished. Rosa looked around. Where was she? "Suki," she called. But there was no reply. A horrible thought crossed Rosa's mind. Was Suki playing a trick on her? Maybe she wanted Rosa to get lost and be late for her interview? But surely not even Suki would be that mean. Rosa hesitated, unsure what to do. A tinkle of sweet music echoed through the air, and at that very same moment she felt a tingling against her shoulder where she was holding her bag. She caught her breath. Did her ballet shoes really want to take her to Enchantia right now? She hesitated for a moment, then unzipped her bag. Sure enough, inside it, her red shoes were glowing and sparkling. She stopped herself, uncertain whether to put them on or not. It wasn't exactly the best timing. But then again, Rosa knew that the shoes only took her to Enchantia when the characters really needed her help. It's okay, she quickly reminded herself, no time will pass here while I'm gone. Heart thumping, Rosa quickly pulled on her shoes. A glittering mist of color surrounded her and she felt herself being twirled around and magically swept away.